Hare Krishna. Upatishta sa purusham Bhagavantam Janardhanam Sarvabhuta Guhavasam Vasudevam Jagadgurum. My dear Aditi, engage in devotional service to the Supreme Personality Godhead, who is the master of everything, who can subdue everyone's enemies and who sits within everyone's heart. Only that Supreme Person, Krishna or Vasudeva, can bestow all auspicious benedictions upon everyone, for he is the spiritual master of the universe. So Aditi was in problem and she came to Kashyapa Muni, and it is said in the scriptures that don't be a leader unless you can lead people to the Lord's lotus feet. And Kashyapa Muni proves to be a genuine leader. She came with a problem. He said, take shelter of Krishna. Similarly, Aditi's, we have the Dhruva Maharaj came with a problem. So Suniti said, takes shelter of Krishna. Wherever we see, the Acharyas are always guiding. When Vedavyasa was in problem, Narad Muni said, take shelter of Krishna. Okay? So this is actually the qualification of Guru. Original Jagat Guru is Vande Krishna Jagat Guru, everybody says. But original Jagat Guru is Krishna. He is the supreme guide for everybody. Somebody who represents Krishna can also be Guru. But Prabhupada said he should not speculate. You should just repeat the words of Krishna. Then he is Guru. Guru means repeat. Don't manufacture. Don't imagine. Don't do all those things. Don't speculate. Then you are not a Guru. So there is a very nice point Prabhupada said. He has meditated on every word of the shloka. Upatishta Purusham Bhagavantam. So we have to worship whom? Try to worship. Upatishtasva. Prabhupada says to worship whom? Purusham Bhagavantam. Don't worship any Devi Devata or ordinary person. Try to seek favor of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. You have a problem now. Prabhupada is saying in the purport, many times we have a problem, we go to our relative. Prabhupada said, no relative can help you from the real problem. Small problem is different, but real problem of life, Mrityu Samsara Vartmani, no relative can help you. Only Krishna can help you. Therefore, you go to Purusham Bhagavantam. Therefore, everybody has to worship Krishna. Yedhana Yavana Putra Parijana Ite Kete Parachiti. You may have relatives, but they cannot protect you. Only Krishna can protect. So, everybody has to worship for his own good. Purusham Bhagavantam. And what is another adjective for him? Janardhanam. So Prabhupada says, why he is the best friend of everybody? Because we can destroy all our enemies. Jana Ardhana. Yeah, he is the maintainer of all the living entities. How? He can remove all their obstacles. He can kill all their enemies. Therefore, he is the Janardhana, who can kill all the enemies. Sarva Bhuta Guha Vasam. Sarva Bhuta Guha is situated in the core of the heart of every living entity. This explained in Prabhupada, quoted other shloka. Ishvara Sarva Bhutanam Hidadesha Arjuna Tishtati. What is the meaning? The Lord is situated in the core of everybody's heart. Hidadesha Arjuna Tishtati. So core of our heart, Atma is there. Paramatma is also there. Actually, I am sitting in this body. I can't do anything. Seemingly, I feel I am controlling this body. Seemingly, I feel I am controlling metal energy. Brahma feels he is controlling the whole universe. Indra thinks he is also doing something big. But actually, Jiva cannot do anything. Metal energy is not under our control. We are only desiring. We only get the ahankara that I am controlling. Actually, Krishna is the controller. Correct? We say Krishna is the controller. Actually, he is the controller. Therefore, when you desire to lift the hand, Krishna lifts the hand. We think I am lifting, but actually I am not lifting. Krishna is lifting. When Krishna does not lift, you desire and still you cannot lift. Some people's hand is paralyzed. They want to lift, they can't lift. He wants to lift, but power to lift has been taken away. Now, actually Krishna is a lifter. So all these things are very subtle, actually. So Sarva Bhuta Guha Vasam, the Lord is situated in everybody's heart and is controlling both the gross and subtle body. The gross body, just like in a car, I am not the driver of this body. I am only a passenger sitting next. I only desire. I want to lift my hand. I want to go to Russia. I want to go to America. I only desire. Small child sitting in the car keeps desiring. And it's actually the Supreme Lord who is driving the car. We can't control the mental energy. It's too complicated. We have hardly even understood the mental energy. Mental energy is very complicated. We only desire, and based on the desire, things are happening. Sarvabhuta Guhavasam is sitting there. What is he doing there? Sleeping. He is not sleeping. Whole body he is controlling. So what is God doing in the heart? He is a driver, sir. You are just sitting there. The question is what you are doing. We are not doing anything now. We are in deep slumber. And the three modes have put us in a deep slumber, and they are actually jumping. And it is I, the original personality, which is not there. Therefore, Prabhupada says, Natesham Tatayuktanam, we discussed that yesterday also, same shloka. Pajatam Priti Purukam Dadami Buddhi. This is the Buddhi. Many people think I have intelligence. They are full of ignorance. Simply intelligence. Where is intelligence? Intelligence means Yenamam Upayanti Te. Intelligence means to go to Krishna. That is the intelligent person. Krishna ye bhaje se bada chotara. He is intelligent who is worshipping Krishna. Okay? Bhagavantam Janardhanam Sarvabhuta Guhavasam. So it's situated in the heart. Lord has a lot of work to do. It is you. Many times people think God is situated in the heart. What is he doing? God is doing everything. Question is what you are doing. We are not doing anything. We are just sitting there, sleeping. A deep slumber we are sleeping. And the Lord who is running the body is making all different arrangements for our enjoyment. He is the one doing it. And we are just sitting there and desiring. And not only Lord is taking care of the gross body that we have, He is also taking care of the subtle body. How? Mata Smriti Jnanam Apohanam Cha. Total subtle body. Whatever experiences I have in the day or in the night, it is arranged by the Lord. Whole experience is arranged by the Lord. Because Mata Smriti Jnanam Apohanam Cha. Total control of the gross body, total control of the subtle body. What you are going to think, He gives you the fresh information, Smriti, some memory, Smriti, Jnanam, fresh knowledge, and forgetfulness. Is sitting in the mind is totally under control of the Lord. Because He gives some fresh knowledge, we become, oh, this is very nice. He gives some memory, oh, it was like that. And you forget. Prabhupada says, life after life, you forget everything actually. Jiva doesn't have that power. But Lord remembers. And He knows He wants to fulfill desires in this way. Krishna reminds. And we again become active. So that's not real intelligence. A real intelligence is to Yenamam Upayanti. Therefore, people say they are intelligent. There are so many examinations. And he is so intelligent. Intelligent means Yenamam Upayanti. We are hearing in the morning, Prabhupada people say that why do I criticize people? I am using only one word. Krishna uses 4 words. Namam Dushkritano Muda. I said the person who does not surrender to Krishna, Krishna uses 4 words. Prapadyante Naradama. Namam Dushkritano Muda. Muda means Gada, donkey. It's an insult. Krishna is saying, if you do not surrender to me, you have 4 words for you. Krishna has. One is donkey. Muda. Muda means an ass. Prapadyante Naradama. Sinful person. Narada means full of sinful activity. Maya Aprita Jnana. He simply has foolishness. He is an ignorant person. Lost all his knowledge. Asuram Bhavam Ashrita. And become a demon. So Krishna uses 4 words. Donkey. Sinful person. Papi. Donkey. Sinful man. And no intelligence. And demon. So Krishna used 4 words. I use only one. Okay, so anybody who does not surrender to Krishna comes in this, Prabhupada says, in these 4 categories. Prabhupada used to joke, we have a simple litmus test. Are you a devotee of Krishna? No. You are a demon. That's all. Very simple. So here we see Kashyapa Muni has not acted like demon. He has acted like a bona fide devotee. His wife came into problem to her, and he is guiding. He is guiding perfectly. Take shelter of Krishna. Nobody can help you. So Prabhupada is saying, actually nobody can help. Therefore Rishabhadeva, Prahlad Maharaj also says, my dear Lord Narasimhadeva, somebody who is neglected by you, even though he has protection, there is no protection. A boat in the ocean, it is not protection. Even the boat may be there, boat may drown. So that's not a protection. If Lord neglects you, you may have these things, still there is no protection. You have a doctor, still you will die. Correct? So he gives various examples to understand the material protection and no protection. Real protection is the Supreme Lord. Therefore Kashyapa Muni didn't say, don't worry, I'll take care. Generally what happens? Somebody comes to have a problem, don't worry, I'll take care. He didn't say that. Krishna will take care. Somebody comes to you, give me shelter. What can I give you shelter? Krishna will give you shelter. Correct? You have to learn this, you have to practice this. Otherwise you try to imitate the Lord. Millions of living entities come to the shelter of Krishna. Krishna says, yes, I'll give you protection. We cannot give protection to ourselves. What protection we can give? Okay? So therefore the meditation should be clear. Okay? And then Prabhupada is quoting the famous shloka, Bhoktaram Yagnatapasam Sarvaloka Maheswaram Suhridam Sarvabhutanam Kyatamam Shamti Vrichati. Okay, then another point was there which I wanted to expand. Prabhupada talks about Vishuddha Sattva. There is another way to look at this. Yesham tu antagatam papam jananam punnikarmana te dvandva moha nirmuktam bhajante mam dhida vartaha. So this dvanda goes on. In tamoguna there is total dvanda. To do sinful activity, don't do. In the beginning spiritual life you are like that. We are addicted to sinful activities and mind is fighting. Don't do. Okay. Tamoguna. Tamoguna means he is almost flat. He does not move, and desire for sinful activities. Sinful activities means which will harm me. Activities which are not good for me. I have to abstain from that. I know it's wrong. Just like somebody smokes, drinks, he knows it is wrong, but is not able to give up. That's sinful act. So his dandva is to do sinful activity or not to do sinful activity. Correct? Tamasic man. To sleep or not to sleep. That is his dandva. Because he loves to sleep. All the time. Okay, we may have sleeping time. Let me sleep or not sleep. But a tamasic man, whole day there is urge to sleep. I want to sleep a little more. That's why all the newspapers are filled with sleep nicely, sleep nicely, sleep nicely. Because they have no other solution. It's not a solution. You sleep, you'll go to hell. Narak jaoge, sote raho bas. Just like in train. People are all the time sleeping. Only two things they do. Eating, sleeping. Eating, uthe, khana khaye, phir soye. Travel on the train, you noticed? They get up in the morning, 8 o'clock they'll get up, sleep 12 hours. Then after that they have nice breakfast. They don't take bath also. Again sleep. They get up 1 or 2 o'clock. Again they have lunch. Again sleep. Just keep sleeping. So their dvanda is sleep or not sleep. We may have that dvanda. For us it is only night time. But a tamasic man whole day that dvanda is happening. Sleep, don't sleep. Sleep, don't sleep. And do sinful activity, not to do. Sinful activity, not to do. A gentleman never has dvanda there. But a sinful man always, addiction is so high. Drink, not to drink. Drink, not to drink. Correct? Then you rise above, Rasic man, he doesn't do sinful activities. And no lethargy, he is very hardworking, full of energy. Rasic person is full of energy. But there is harassment in the mind going on. He works for profit. He works for fame. He works for sense gratification. But never sinful, regulated. That is Rasic man. So he also has dvanda. And Sattvic man, he is much better. He is purified. And the mind is fresh. But his dvanda can be, should I engage in devotion service or not? He is sitting in the boundary now. Should I do service to Krishna or not do service to Krishna? His mind is fresh. Okay? If he does, he rises above Sattva-guna. Otherwise, he stays in Sattva-guna. He is pure. He has no sinful activity, no lethargy, and no desire for personal profit. No Raja-guna, no Tamo-guna. So what is the dvanda there? Should I do service to Krishna or not do service to Krishna? Should I chant Hare Krishna or not chant Hare Krishna? That is the dvanda for a Sattvic man. But a devotee is free from any dvanda. he is happy. Therefore, yesham tu antagatam papam jananam punnikarmana te dvandmoha nirmuktam. He is free from any dvanta. Bhajante mam dhridavrataha. He can worship Krishna with full determination. He has got the mercy. Brahmanda Brahmite Kono Bhagyavan Jeev, we always repeat the shloka, Guru Krishna Prasade Pai Bhakti Lata Beej. He got the mercy of Krishna. Now there is no dvanda for him. He is having bright happiness of Krishna consciousness. No dvanda. Correct? We should not come to the platform of dvanda. Prabhupada said, always at least be in Sattva-guna. Sattva-guna at least, okay, let me do service instead of wasting time, that is Sattvic. But in devotion platform, just like when we have nice kirtan, we have nice class, we have nice darshan, we have nice prasadam, we have nice shravadam, we read, we chant nicely. What happens? Bright. No doubt. No doubts. In Sattva-guna also, sometimes devotion service, there may be doubt. But in Krishna consciousness, there is no doubt. It's fresh. Everything is prakash. Everything is very clear to him. He knows he's a servant. Prabhupada said it's not a sentiment. He knows for a fact that is a servant of Krishna. There may be a dvanda, the another kind of dvanda for a pure devotee to have. Which service to do? Should I do this or should I do that? For us, Kanishtadhikari. But Uttamadhikaris, Krishna is personally telling them. Prabhupada that Uttamadhikaris, what to do, when to do, how to do, Krishna will teach. They exactly know. Tesham satatayuktanam bhajatam pritipurvakam dadami buddhi yogam tam. Yesterday we were discussing. Exactly at the right time they do things. They say, no, we should not be at the wrong place at the wrong time. Just like Prabhupada. What at the America in exactly the time we should have been there. Exact time. He has finished first 3 volumes of Bhagavatam. Suddenly felt inspiration in the heart. That's the time to go now. Now go. And he started making determined effort and he cracked. Somebody said, okay, I'll give you a passage. And he was urgent. Let us go now. Krishna was taking him at the right time, to the right place. How did he do that? Even many lands Prabhupada purchased. It could have not have been better. To buy in Juhu. The most intelligent person will do that. Even in Kolkata, you see the land. Perfect. Dadami buddhi yogam. Krishna gives him the intelligence. Prabhupada said, therefore, just by seeing even the external activities of Krishna, we can understand that of a pure devotee, we can understand Krishna is guiding him. Otherwise, how he is taking these decisions? Exact decisions. Correct. Devotees ask, should we do this or do this? Do this. He gives a perfect decision. That's why many times people also, when somebody is very pious, they go to ask him. You give the name. He will give correct name. You tell me, should I do this or not do? What he tells will be correct. Because he is not inspired with the Lord within the heart. Somebody is telling me, I am going to that man because he chants so much Nama, he chants so much Gayatri. I want to ask him whether should I do or not do, because he is in touch with the Lord. So pure devotee actually is in touch with the Lord. Here this is all imaginations, true or not true. But pure devotee actually is in touch with the Lord. So we cannot see that. But seeing him accomplishing great things for Krishna, we know that Krishna looks like Krishna is guiding him. How did he do that activity? So therefore we should not become envious. And devotee accomplishes great service to Krishna. So looks like Lord is guiding him. How does he do that perfectly? Dadami buddhi yogam. Krishna gives the intelligence. He helps. Like Haridas Thakur was sitting in the cave, one big snake was sitting. So everybody used to come, used to feel scared. Anyway, here Haridas Thakur and go away. So one day they requested Haridas Thakur, so why you are sitting in this cave? You go somewhere else. Haridas Thakur was fearless. We should not imitate him. Anyways, Brahma, he can do what he wants. So he said, okay, if you also wish, you are feeling so scared, you cannot listen to me peacefully, I'll shift to another place. But before he got up, the snake walked away. So how did he do that? Dadami buddhi yogam tam. Krishna gave intelligence to the snake. Arey Baba, go, why you're disturbing him? Go, get out of this place. So Krishna is personally involved. So as we advance in Krishna consciousness, we get first washed of tamoguna, which is sinful activities and lethargy. We get freed from rajoguna, which is selfishness and sense gratification in a dharmic way. That's rajoguna. We get washed of sattoguna, where still there is reluctance to offer devotion service to Krishna, but heart and mind is totally pure. We come to Krishna consciousness, where person is feeling pleasure of service to Krishna. And there is Prakash. There is no Dvanda there. There is no battle. Mind is so peaceful. Imagine 90% time of the people goes in, do it, I cannot do that. I cannot do it. They don't know what to do. To do this or not to do this. So much confusion. But devotee, there is no confusion. There is total clarity. So as we engage in devotion service, total clarity will be there. How to accomplish what you want to accomplish, even in service to Krishna. Total clarity. Do that. And then how much energy comes. When there is clarity, how much energy comes. Suppose you want to serve Krishna, and you're not clear how do I serve Krishna. How much confusion is there? How much energy goes away? Is it the right what I am doing Krishna? I don't know. And there is doubt. When there is prakash, clarity, how much happy a person becomes. Correct? Every movement is using purposefully to the direction given by Krishna. So this is what actually will be fortunate situation. And Tesham Satyuktanam Pachatam Pritipurkam Dadami Buddhi Yogam. In that situation, Krishna will give clear intelligence. And his heart is, yesterday we discussed this, clear consciousness means Krishna consciousness. When the mind is free from Rajoguna, Tamoguna, free from Sattoguna, all the Maya, the clear consciousness is Krishna consciousness. Krishna consciousness is not an imagination. When heart is pure, the original consciousness, Krishna consciousness comes out. Correct? Just like a lamp. You put paint on the lamp, the light doesn't come out because the paint is blocking. When you remove the black paint, the bulb is there. You put paint, we cannot see light. But then you remove the paint, the light comes out. So similarly, the soul is Krishna, Bhakta. There is a famous shloka now. Nitya Siddha Shavanadi Shuddha Chitta Kara Udaya. He says the soul is eternally a servant of the Lord. But as we hear about Krishna, his devotion to the Lord comes out. Soul never gets polluted. It's always servant of the Lord. Nitya Siddha Krishna Bhakta Sadhaka Bunoy Shavanadi Shuddha Chitta Karaya Udaya. When we hear about Krishna, Shravan Kirtan, Udaya, the soul awakens. It's just sleeping now. Udaya, it happens, it awakens. So the soul awakens in devotion service to the Lord when we are freed from all the papa karmas. The mind is pure. When we are chanting, that is Vasudeva. Sattam Vishuddham Vasudeva Shabditam. The shloka has been quoted. Vasudeva stage is, generally our Sattva is polluted by Rajoguna and Tamoguna. A stage where there is no pollution of Rajoguna and Tamoguna, that is Visuddha Sattva, Vasudeva stage. In that Vasudeva stage, Vasudeva Krishna takes birth. Srila Prabhupada ki